Hey, y'all, it's Chris, and welcome back to another episode where we're going to do a deep dive into what it really means to grow, to evolve, and unlock your full potential. Today, I want to tackle a topic that has held many people back, including myself at some point in my life. We're talking about how focusing on other people's success is actually robbing you of your own growth and holding you back from reaching the heights you don't even know that you can achieve. So let's start there. How often do you find yourself scrolling through social media, seeing someone else's wins, and immediately feeling like you're not enough? That little voice in your head goes, why them? Why do they have the perfect life and the perfect job, the perfect success story, the perfect family? But here's the truth that changed everything for me. The moment you stop looking outward and start looking inward, that's when life begins to transform. I want you to ask yourself a simple but profound question right now. What story are you telling yourself about where you should be in life? Are you measuring your progress based upon your own journey or on what you see others doing around you? Because let me tell you, your worth is not defined by someone else's highlight reel. When I was starting out in sales, I used to waste so much energy comparing my early efforts to people who had already been in the game for years. I'd see their wins, their big deals, and I'd think to myself, I'm never going to catch up. But the moment I shifted my focus to my own unique strengths, to the things I bring to the table, who I am, that's when I started to see real growth, not just in my business, but in my whole life. I became me. One of the biggest ways to combat this comparison trap is to create your own metrics for success. Start by setting goals that have nothing to do with anyone else's journey. What do you want? What does success look like for you? Write it down in specifics, measurable terms. This could be the growth of your client base by 10%, learning a new skill every month, or even committing to a morning routine that sets you up for a productive day. I want you to stop looking at success as something that's out there for you to chase and start looking at it as something that you create yourself every single moment of the day. Your journey is yours alone, and it's time you own it. Here's a mindset shift that I adopted, and it changed the game for me. Instead of feeling jealous or envious when you see someone else winning, celebrate. Yes, celebrate them. Because when you generously celebrate the successes of others, you open up space within yourself to be more successful, to flow into your own state of being of success. It's not just some woo woo concept, some voodoo, something like that. It is energy. What you put out into the world comes back to you. There cannot be a cause without a reaction. Every action has a reaction. So when you put energy out, positive energy out, you will reap positive energy. When I stopped competing with everyone else's thoughts and started collaborating and celebrating with those individuals and their wins, my network grew, my opportunities expand, and most importantly, I felt lighter. I felt free. It was like I let go of this invisible weight that was holding me down. There was a time when I was caught in a scarcity mindset. I believed that if someone else was succeeding, that somehow that meant that I was less successful. I was not there. But the reality is, the universe is abundant. There's enough out there for all of us to thrive, to win, and live our best lives. I remember a moment when I saw a colleague close a massive deal, a deal that I have been chasing for months. The old me would have felt defeated, thinking I missed out on this golden opportunity. But instead, I chose to shift my focus to gratitude. And I thought, if it's possible for him, it's possible for me too. That mind shift of abundance, that belief that there is more than enough to go around, is what drove me to land bigger and better opportunities thereafter and continuing on. Pardon the interruption, but amazing news. Right now on Amazon, you can purchase The Sales Mindset and Unleash Your Potential, written by yours truly, both available in English and in Spanish. Links are in the descriptions below. Gratitude is our superpower when it comes to combating the negative uh, ideas of comparison. Here's what I want you to do every morning before you touch your phone, talk to anybody, write down three things that you're grateful for, three things that make you proud of your journey, and three things you're expecting to work on today. It's a simple practice, but an impactful and profound one. When you focus on gratitude, your mind has no room for envy, for comparison. You begin to see your progress more clearly, and you build a sense of fulfillment that no external success could ever take away from you. Let's look at the words of Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn said, "Success is not to be pursued, it is to be attracted by the person you become." Think about that for a moment. The more you focus on becoming the best version of yourself, the more you attract success naturally. Instead of running after what others have, ask yourself, how do I need to become to attract that kind of success that I desire? It's not about doing more, it's about becoming more. Becoming the person who sees possibilities instead of limitations, who sees growth in every setback, who sees success as a journey, not a destination. You see, one of the most dangerous traps in life is letting other people's win define your losses. You're not on the same journey. You're not playing the same game. If you're constantly judging your behind the scenes life, with someone else's highlight reel of their life, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. One of my favorite quotes by Theodore Roosevelt is, "Comparison is the thief of joy." When you take your eyes off of your own path and start looking at someone else's success, you lose sight on your own definition, your own destination. You lose out on you. You lose joy in the process of becoming. You don't focus on the journey. You start focusing on others. Think about this. Every tree in a forest grows at its own pace. Some are tall, some are wide, some take years to bloom, while others flourish quickly. But they all have their own beauty. They all have their own purpose. You're no different. Your journey is unfolding exactly as it's meant to. So give yourself the grace to grow at your own pace. I've learned that when you let go of the need to be like someone else, you give yourself the freedom to become the best version of you. And isn't that the most beautiful thing? To know that your journey is unique, your path is special, and that your growth is perfectly timed. I want to share a real life example with you that changed my perspective on this completely. There was a time when I would see others in my industry as competition. I saw their success as a threat to my own. But when I shifted my mindset to collaboration instead of competition, everything changed. I started reaching out to those so called competitors, asking how we could support each other. In truth, my business grew exponentially. You see, the energy you put into the world matters. When you come from a place of collaboration, abundance, and generosity, you invite the same energy back into your life. It's a cycle of growth that never ends. I want you to take a deep breath and remember this. You are exactly where you need to be. Your journey is your own, and no one else can walk where you walk. When you focus on building your life, your career, your happiness, you create a legacy that is your own and yours alone. It's time to stop measuring against everyone else's success and start focusing on your own potential. This is your race to run. And the only person you need to compete with is the person you were yesterday. Let's make a commitment right here, right now, to stop looking at what others have achieved and start celebrating what is possible for us. Let's shift our focus from competition to creation. Let's build a life that's not just successful by someone else's standards, but meaningful, joyful, and fulfilling by our own measures. I believe that when you take your focus off others and put it back onto your own growth, that's when you truly take your business, your life, your family, your finances to the next level. Until next time, keep moving forward, keep believing in your journey, and remember that you have everything you need to create a life beyond your wildest dreams. Thank you for joining me today, and I am excited to see where you take this new perspective and run with it. Stay focused, stay grateful, and most importantly, stay true to yourself. Remember, success is just our vision minus our fears. Let go of the fear of comparison and be successful. Have a great one, y'all.